Welcome
to Film Shapes,
the podcast.
Hi guys, well, this is a little tag on we're doing for the best and worst films I saw last year, 2018.
Should we have done this in 2018?
No, because I've got to
a
wait
bit
until
late.
the end of the year to I saw a film on the 30th of December. So.
Okay.
I can't, Yeah, probably. I mean, all the other things like that put it right at the end of the year and they forget about the last few weeks. But no, I'm going to try and do it.
You wanting to be fair?
I wanted to be fair on films, yeah.
Okay.
Now, you guys have probably seen, Merv, I'd say you've probably seen all of these. Roly, maybe not as many.
Well, certainly not the worst ones.
Well, let's start.
I avoid those if I can.
Yeah, let's start with the worst one, starting from 10. It's Ready Player One.
I didn't think it was that bad. I kind of enjoyed that.
Well, that's why it's at 10. It's not the worst,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's certainly in there. It was just disappointing. It was such a wank stick of a film, I think. Do you remember this from the 80s? Oh, look at this. Do you remember this? Oh, isn't this cool?
It was very, It was. If there was an 80s competition on how 80s a film could be without being made in the 80s, then maybe.
Yeah, that would win it probably. Yeah. What do you reckon, Merv?
Well, I've read the book. I really enjoyed the book. So, it lacked a bit of something. I mean, it wasn't far from the worst film I saw, but a long way from the best film. It was just like middling of the road, middle of the road film.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I know I don't like Spielberg much, so I suppose that's why I put that in there.
Biased.
A little. Number 9, The Shape of Water.
I missed that one.
Missed it.
Did it win the Oscar for best film? Certainly it won a
something.
director. It won, maybe not the best film, but oh Christ. Oh, no. Very boring, very typical sort of Oscar bait. It had all these characters that people are supposed to go, oh yeah, that's... It's even fucking set above a cinema. And they go to the cinema sometimes because, Oscar voters love, oh, look at that old cinema. That's all about film. Great, Awful. Yeah,
Okay.
just, very worthy, but not actually...
To quote your review here, disappointing shite.
Okay, thank you. Well, you've got the list there,
I've
Rolly.
got a list of worst.
What's number 8?
Bright.
Bryce. You remember Bryce?
Yeah.
Now, this is some people might be confused. We described this last year as well. This is a 2017 film.
It's
this is films that you've seen in 2018.
Yeah, that's right. They're not. I mean, there could be films from much earlier. In fact, I think there are a couple. It's just films I've seen for the first time in that year.
But Bright came out very, very late, 2017.
Yeah. Well, I think I saw it Netflix.
Yeah, it is a
right?
Netflix film. I think it got a vague cinema release just to make it qualify for something or other.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah. No, it was...
I don't mind.
Interesting idea.
Yeah,
but
that's right. I don't mind the ideas of it, but it didn't set it up well. Didn't do it well. Reminded me of. Do you know Alien Nation? That film.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
I think is it James Caan or someone like that? Mandy Patinkin is the alien.
Oh, yes, James Caan, the film.
it?
I'm thinking of the TV series.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know there was one.
Yes, there was.
Okay. Yeah. That's I remember it being a better film.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw that a long time ago.
Oh, long, yeah.
Number 7.
Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
Yeah. Did you guys see this?
Yep.
No, that's... How many Kingsman films have there been?
2.
Okay, so I've seen the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
Enjoyable film.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Merv?
The first one? Yeah, I enjoyed that.
yeah.
Again, based on a Mark Millar comic.
Yeah.
Where he enjoys, kind of taking popular culture and messing with it. And I thought it did a reasonable, got Hollywood fired, but it did a reasonable job of taking the piss out of the James Bond story.
Yeah.
Which was meant to do. But the second one was just, again, just stale.
Yeah, it was. It was quite a mess. It was just, I'm sick of that shit. I'd rather see a Bond film done well than this
I'm waiting for a Bond
thing.
film to be done well for the last 3.
Can I quote you again?
Yes.
Way too pleased with itself. Nonsense masquerading as cool.
Oh, okay. Short and sweet, I suppose. Yeah. Number 6.
Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
You loved this, didn't you, Merv?
I hated this film. Absolutely.
I think I probably didn't hate it as much as you. But
I nearly just signed my nephew over this.
Oh, why did he want?
He wanted to go see it, so I didn't see it and didn't speak to him for a week.
Yeah, they're very. Why? It's all been done. I don't retread, and not in a good way.
No, and the girl's a psycho mass murderer.
Is she
releasing the dinosaurs into the world to eat people?
Yeah, true. It's got a little ethical issue
What are you saying here? You want there to be a love triangle involving the two leads and Ankylosaurus for me to stay interested.
Right. It'd have.
You want some.
It'd have to be a bit
animal
weird.
sex to make it interesting.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I understand now.
Yes. Number 5.
He regrets he wrote that now. But it's in writing on the blog.
It's all right. I'm happy with that.
Number 5, Justice League 2017. I did see this.
Yeah. What do you think?
It was pretty. When you compare it to the Marvel stuff, it's just.
It's an improvement on the stuff they did previously. That's the best you can say about it.
It was actually better than I was expecting, so I kind of enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Hang on, who's Batman now? It's
Ben Affleck.
Affleck.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Or
Batman.
you could have possibly had
Not a good
return
Batman.
to Bale's Batman as Dick Cheney. That would have been in that film. Yeah.
What as if Christian Bale was in the film?
Yeah.
Oh,
but then you'd have to
better.
I mean, this is a fantasy idea, but then you'd have to go and get the other actors, Christopher Reeve as Superman, and
that'd be a bit hard.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
And Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. Yeah. Anyway, number 4,
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider. This is the updated one, the reboot
With Alicia
Vikander. So, Merv, you liked it simply because of Alicia Vikander?
I may have a weak spot for her.
Yeah.
Forgive that horrible British
good.
accent.
I mean, she's a good actress, but I don't know why she chose this. She's got better options, surely.
She does pick the new reimagining of the Tomb Raider character because it got a whole bunch of new games released with a new aesthetic to it, and she does fit that aesthetic. But I thought still the point of the game was to run around and jump and leap and a lot more than that.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I mean, even the Jolie one had a bit more verve to it. I think there was a few more actiony stunts and things. This was just there.
It was lacking the tomb.
Yes, the tomb. The tomb.
Should be more tomb raiding.
More tombs. There was a tomb, I think, wasn't there?
Yeah, but only at the end.
Yeah. Right. Number 3.
Tales from Earthsea from 2006.
Yeah, it's a Ghibli film. I think directed by Miyazaki's son. Oh, it's awful. So boring. I don't fall asleep in films, even if they're really bad, but this one I might have shut my eye for a minute or two, just one eye, and kept the other one open. It was dreadful. It's so confusing.
Confusing and sleep-inducing.
Yeah, I like Ghibli as a rule, but this one, fuck. Have you seen this, Merv?
No, I take it as based on the books.
Yeah, Ursula Gwyn or something like that.
Gwyn,
yeah. Oh, man.
Whew. Never a fan of her stuff.
It's long and tiring and nonsensical. Anyway, no one will probably have a look at that anyway. Number 2.
Manhunt.
Fuck. This is on Netflix, so if you get a chance, avoid it. Don't look at it. Really, it's dreadful. It's so bad. It's John Woo.
Oh.
Set in Osaka, and there's a Chinese national who's framed for it's a fit-up gov. He's framed for some murder or something. And this Japanese actor, Masaharu Fukuyama, he's awful. He's one of the worst actors I've ever seen.
It might be worth watching just for that,
well,
from the sounds of it.
I asked my wife if he's this bad in Japanese too. She said, no, he's similar, but he's a little bit better because he's more natural. But in English...
Oh, wow.
It's like, what are you doing with that gun? Like he's trying to read it word by word.
Sounds a bit like Christopher Walken.
the Japanese Christopher Walken.
What are you doing with that gun?
That good? Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's your best impression, Roly.
Thank you.
But yeah, please. And it's just so shit. I mean, John Woo's famous for his action scenes, right? In this film, the action scenes are passable, but... Or take them out, and it's dreadful.
Were there any doves?
Yes.
You good?
Yeah. Yeah, they were. They crashed into a fucking dove house or something. Like a pen of pigeons or doves. Yeah.
Good.
Does he do that a lot?
Yes.
Right.
always
I
some
do remember
bird.
some. Yeah. Wow. Thanks, Merv. You've blown my mind there with that. It makes it even worse.
Yeah. He loves his birds.
Yeah. And number one, drum roll.
The oldest film, and I can't believe it,
Yeah.
that it took you until 2018 to see the 2003 film The Room.
Well, there was a reason for this. We did a pod on this one, do you remember?
We did.
Yeah, and I've said all I can on this film. It's fucking awful. It's not even a movie. You saw this movie?
No, never seen it. No desire to see it. No desire to see it.
What about the other one, The Disaster Artist?
I think
Have seen that?
don't you need to see The Room in order to get
Possibly not.
to get the disaster?
I would say no.
Go backwards.
All right, I
But
might watch
it might make you curious enough to go back and then watch The Room,
And that would be a mistake.
Yeah.
and that would be a mistake.
Yeah, it's dreadful. It's dreadful. And they keep showing, Sestero keeps coming to town and doing,
Just Perth, probably. He doesn't go anywhere. Just
nowhere
Perth.
else, just Perth.
I'll quote you then to end this section off.
Okay.
Fuck right off.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, that's the end of that, yeah. Shall we roll on with the best?
Some films that might actually be worth seeing.
Let's cleanse the palate a little.
Okay.
Well, you might think some of these belong in the other list. Who knows? Yeah.
That was my cleansing the palate
Right,
music.
a little bit of... Great, okay, thank you. That's enough. Number 10,
In the Fade.
In the Fade. Has anyone seen this?
No, I haven't.
It's a German film directed by a Turkish-German geezer called Fatih Akin, I think, with, what's her name? The blonde woman from Inglourious Bastards. Diane Kruger.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's great. She's excellent in this film. It's a sort of terrorism, like neo-Nazi style terrorism film, and it's really good, really gripping, but mainly for her performance.
Yeah.
She's excellent.
I was keen to say that. I think I tried to catch it with you, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I think Liam came. That's right.
Yeah.
I stood you up for Liam,
Yeah.
I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Number 9.
Deadpool 2.
Yeah, we've all seen this, I think.
Yeah, that was great. Loved it.
Do you think it's better than the first one?
I did.
Yeah, me too.
I'll put them on about a par.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it was better because I enjoyed the first one as well. But
Sure. Yeah.
It's and it's hard to separate the two when it's been 6 months
Yeah.
since you've seen them. But
Yeah.
I was just a
Yeah, thoroughly entertaining.
laugh.
Yeah, it was very funny. Yeah. Number 8.
You Were Never Really Here.
Yeah, this could have. I was toying with this. It could have even
Phoenix.
been higher on the list. This one, I really like this. If in fact I might even push it up. Anyway, it's 8 as it is. Very solid. What would you call it? Revenge thriller, I suppose.
yeah.
With Hammer. Have you seen it, Merv?
No, I missed it.
It's I'd check this out. It's a good one. Yeah, we saw it together. Maybe.
I can't remember. No.
Maybe not. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Phoenix should win an Oscar if there's any justice in the world.
Yeah.
He's great in this.
It seems like a long time ago, this film as well. How do the Oscars go with that? Do you normally...
What year was it? 2017?
2017.
So it might be eligible for last year's... okay, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a year old or so. Yeah, okay. Number 7.
Get Out.
Get Out. This film is a bit older too, isn't it?
2017.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
But we saw it at the... Where did we see this? At the Kings Park, didn't we? The outdoor cinema.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this was great. I liked this one. Yeah.
I had fun with this.
I was kind of comparing this to Sorry to Bother You after we saw Sorry to Bother You, and I thought this one probably wins. If
It's the same actor, yeah?
He's in it, but
He's in it.
He's not the lead. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah, that's where the link came. Yeah, number 6,
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
And for some reason, you've got a photo here of Solo.
Don't worry about this.
He's on-
This is
You've got some website issues going on.
yes, yeah. The mobile site
So
doesn't
I just gave away number 5, didn't I?
possibly.
Oh, well.
You can help me with that, actually, Rolly. We'll do that after if you don't mind, if you've got time. Thank you. Number yes, Black Panther. You saw that movie? You enjoyed it? Not so much?
It was okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't get all the fuss about it.
okay.
It was a pretty bog standard Marvel film. Put it bluntly, Black Panther was a thoroughly boring character, and the only thing that
come
made it
on.
entertaining was
boring.
the three women.
What about his
Yeah,
suit?
true.
What about his energy?
He's a diplomat.
Suit.
He's a diplomat, you know. But that's what we need. We need hero diplomats in the world. I thought,
And the ending was terrible.
Really?
The CGI in the end was just crap.
You mean the one in the trains where they were
Yeah.
fighting the trains? Mm.
Yeah, that was just bleh.
Yeah.
Killmonger
Okay.
was more interesting.
What was?
Killmonger was far more interesting.
Oh my god! I didn't like the actor there, but I like the
Harsh
character.
words
Yeah.
for Black
Harsh
Panther.
words for Black Panther. I liked it.
And it's up there. Well,
Number 5.
6. Oh, what do you know? It's Solo, a
Oh.
Star Wars story.
Yeah, I was impressed because I was so surprised. I thought it
Yeah.
would be a bit of a turd, but actually it was great.
Yeah, it felt pretty good.
Yeah, it felt pretty good.
Yeah, and can I just say, being the massive Star Wars nerd that I am, isn't it great to have a year without it?
Without the actual Star Wars.
Yes, without a Star Wars film, just it's nice to have a break.
What do you mean without a Star Wars film?
Well, he's not considering this one a Star Wars film.
No. This came out.
2018.
Oh, was this year? Was too.
It was early
Oh,
this
God.
year. Yeah. But no, I
But
mean,
it's been a nice big break, though.
There's a break, yeah.
do you mean the ones that are not the spin-offs?
No, I just mean that we're not. It seemed to be we're getting bombarded with them for a while, and now it's suddenly let's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
take a year off and let.
And there's a new one coming out midway this year, I think. Episode 9, is that right?
Yeah,
Or
sometime.
late this year, yeah.
Yeah, late this year. But no, I enjoyed it. As
Yeah.
I said, I remember. I think it was because we got to see Chewbacca do the full
Yes,
Wookiee.
yeah. He got more screen time, I think.
Yeah.
The Wookiee. Number 4.
Oh, you can say this one.
Are you giving me this?
Yeah.
Shit. Les Bleus, une autre histoire de France. I think that means an alternative history of France. Les Bleus, which
There's
is
a
the
photo
French
of some
national
men
team.
in soccer outfits.
Shocker.
Outfits.
Shocking outfit.
Shocking outfits. Or
It's
football.
It's
as
a
you would say.
documentary.
Yep.
I think I saw it on Netflix about the history of the French football team from '96 to 2016. So it encompasses the World Cup win of '98, the Euro win of 2000, and then the
Sounds fascinating.
subsequent breakdown of the team. They turned into prima donnas, etc. So
Is that what makes the film good? The fact that you see some character kind of downfalls? Or...
yes, yeah. I mean, it's a little. It's imbued a little with politics. Macron is in there, not Macron.
Who was
Who's the other geezer?
before Macron?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Sarkozy.
Sarkozy. Thank you.
Sarkozy.
Yeah. Sarkozy's there. I think Chirac might have even popped up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So it's sort of it shows like the problems that the French government and or society, I suppose, had with the black players in the team, and they called it black, brown, and white as the sort of tricolore, as the French team, the French flag. But a lot of people didn't like that, and so when they started losing, they all piled on the non-white players in the team, that kind of stuff, the media,
Yeah,
and
right.
some obviously racist politicians.
So teams within teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really
Yeah.
quite good. Apart from the fact you get to see the great players of the 90s.
But does it
Who
explain,
cares?
was it the coach, Deschamps? Does explain where his lips went.
Deschamps, well, he was the captain of that World Cup winning team.
Did he have lips then?
I think he had lips then. You think he's got no lips?
Look at him.
So that's controversial. Anyway, it's a good watch if you like your football. I'd recommend this. Yeah. So not for you, Rolly.
Not really, no.
Number 3.
Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah. Up
Big
at 3.
film. Big film.
Big film.
Multiple levels.
Well handled. It's there's so much going on, and yet they've done it in about 2.5 or 2:20, 2:15. Not such a long film. I think they did an original cut of about 5 hours, so that's plenty. Thanks, but
A satisfyingly miserable pseudo ending.
yes, did I write that?
Is it a pseudo ending?
Oh, of course
it's,
it is.
Yeah, because it's not really an ending. There's a second one
it was
coming.
the end
Yeah,
of the
there's-
film
Yeah.
It's the end of. It's a halfway point of a film.
of a story.
Thank you, of a
Yeah.
story. You're right.
Okay.
It's the end of the film. Yeah.
All right, just wanted to. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and I was happy with the fact that they made Thanos basically the hero, even though he's The Bad Egg. What do you think of this, Merv? You're a Marvel guy.
No, I'm not.
You're not a Marvel guy?
No.
Really?
Honestly, I watched it and can barely remember much of it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it didn't do much. And everyone going batshit about, oh, they killed it. No, they didn't kill these characters. The next film, they're going to kill characters. And that's where the money comes down. Who gets knocked off?
Yeah.
These are films, though, that you don't necessarily need to contemplate later. You're in there for the experience of the film and enjoying yourself, hopefully, within the in the cinema experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just remember when I go, oh, fair enough.
I think Star Wars is like that. I don't lie in bed thinking about
Careful.
Star Wars little sub-stories and
He does.
Structural...
He does.
No.
He does. You should see his house. It's like a serial killer's house. Yes. Number 2.
The Insult.
The Insult.
Interesting.
Do you remember this one? You see this?
I remember listening to you about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's almost up there at number 1, if not for what's coming. But
it was definitely a scaled down film compared to a lot of the other type of films we've been seeing.
Yes, about somebody insults somebody else in Beirut, and there's racial politics and immigration debates and things, and it suddenly escalates into a fucking national crisis, doesn't it? So yeah, good film. I'd recommend that for
Very
sure.
well made.
Number 1, is this the real life?
Is this just fantasy? Caught in... okay, forget it.
I'm not going to subject
Bohemian
them all to that.
Rhapsody.
Yeah, I
Not everyone would agree with this.
contrary
would they?
to somebody we know who hated it.
Hated it.
Yeah.
But you know what? He didn't see it at the cinema. He watched it on a relatively little screen.
Yeah,
And,
that's still, he would still have disliked it, I think.
Maybe.
If I wasn't a huge Queen fan, maybe I would have watched this a little bit less rose-tintedly, could you say? I suppose. What do you think, Merv?
It was a fun film. I mean, the best films of the year. It certainly slips into my top 10.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
For enjoyment of experience,
Yeah.
I would agree with you.
I was tapping
for some
my
reason,
knee.
I just
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I think it was the music largely.
Music and the performances, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, performances helped.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
it cracked along. It didn't dwell too long
No, that's
anywhere.
right.
And
The humor didn't kind of. It wasn't like a road bump like it is in some films.
Yeah.
It flowed along nicely.
I think I'm probably going to buy the DVD. I'll watch it again this year. Yeah. It's
Buy
rare.
the DVD. What
Probably.
year? What year is it again?
yeah.
What do you do?
You buy a DVD.
How do you get films then? You stream. You
I don't-
download.
Well, for one thing, I don't need to own a film
Right. Why?
because you can't truly own a film.
What? Well,
Can you? Can you own a film?
you buy a copy of it.
It's just something you watch. It's not something that you need to put on
You've
your
got
shelf.
a hard copy. You've got removable media. You can put it in and out of a DVD
Well, I'll put it
player.
on a USB stick then.
Yeah, that's true.
You can go to was it one of the 2 last blockbusters in the world? In Morley, I think it is.
Yeah, really?
Yep.
2 in the world left.
Yep.
Here in this
Yep.
city.
There's a Video Easy in Mount Hawthorne.
There's Mount
isn't there?
Hawthorne as well. They do quite well.
Yeah.
But
Do they still have VHS tapes?
Probably not.
settle down?
Beta Max? Anyway. Well, guys, that's it. That was number 1.
Okay.
Next film, what is it? What's it going to be?
Hopefully the favourite.
Looking at the favourite, possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe Glass.
Oh, yes.
That'd be
I
interesting.
rewatched
I don't know.
Split the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a train wreck, but we'll see.
I
Yeah.
shall await your instructions.
No worries. Oh, instructions. Thank you. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
We're all legends.